Hello everyone, welcome to another On the Water episode of Rick's Fly Bench. I'm glad you could join me. In this episode I go to one of my favorite lakes, what I consider my home water, on 3 consecutive Saturdays. And I'm trying to discover a little bit more about my favorite lake. I have fished this lake regularly in the spring and I keep a log on it, and I usually hit it around the same time. But I wanted to push the envelope this year and get out there earlier, and quite a bit earlier than I normally do, to see what was going on. On the coast here, the dynamic on our lakes is quite different from those in the interior of BC. We don't get freeze over for months at a time. Many of our lakes don't freeze over at all. And those that do, like my favorite home water, it gets a little freeze over because it's a slightly higher elevation. We'll only freeze for a week, maybe 2 at the most. That creates quite a different dynamic, because when that thaw comes, it comes with usually heavy rain, and that's a lot of oxygenation going on. So we don't get that ice cap on the lake that's really thick and lasts for months. In the interior, when that ice cap comes off the lakes, that's a lot of cold water right at the top that has to sink down through the warmer layers underneath, and that's what creates turnover. We don't get that dynamic here. As a result, our hatches come on more gradually and are more sustained over a longer period of time. You'll see how what I discovered on my local lake, it's very much more weather dependent on an individual day. It really pays to keep a log about the temperature and the time of year and the weather conditions on the days you've had good success on your favorite lake on the coast. And I think I would place weather and temperature above date on as a priority, because that date can move up or down by a week or 2, depending on how warm and dry the spring is or how cool and wet it might be. So let's take a look at my 3 days on my favorite lake and see how things vary quite a bit given the temperature and the weather and the progression of the hatch. Well, hello everybody. Here we are at the 7th of April, out on one of my favorite local lakes on Vancouver Island. Tomorrow's the big eclipse day, although that's on the other side of the continent, and we're supposed to have rain here tomorrow anyway, so the partial eclipse that we are getting isn't going to be visible anyway, as is the norm out here on the West Coast. However, I was on the lake a couple weeks ago, and it was a tough fishing day. Didn't get into any fish that day. I didn't see a single fish rise. And there was still snow around the edges of the lake, and the swallows hadn't arrived. Here it's been 2 weeks. I noticed the swallows have come in. The snow is gone from around the lake. I'm really hoping for a chironomid hatch during the middle of the day. It's 9 o'clock about now. I expect a hatch to start probably about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And it'll give me a good few hours of chironomid fishing if it occurs. So I'm going to take you along with me. Let's go fishing. All right, fish on. It's been a long morning. Oh, he's off again. Okay, well, we got something that's working. Let's try again. First fish of the day on a chironomid. Just kind of expected that to fuck. There's the net. A nice trout. Very nice trout. Let's see if we can get him. He might be big enough to pump. You never know, eh? Let's see if we can get him in the net. There we go. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Let's see if we can get that chironomid out of his mouth. He's certainly big enough to pump. Right in the lip. There we go. Let him breathe a little bit. Check that in the water. Okay, let's have a look at what's in his stomach. Moisten the pump a little bit. Hold him upside down. Tends to calm them a little. When you do this, get the pump down till you feel resistance, and then suck. Might be something in there. I see a few crinoids, maybe. Whoop. Let him catch his breath in the net. Nothing like rainbows. These are nice rainbows. He's feisty. He'll be quite healthy when he gets back in the water. He'll be fine. That's cold water. Holy cow. Come on, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. I don't want to squeeze too hard. Maybe I should just turn the net over. Hey, let's do that. Let's just let him out of the net. There you go, bud. Beautiful. First fish of the day. All right, got a second fish here going, and just lowered the fly in the water column a little bit. Oh, there we go, jumper. And we found one. Indicator dove. Raise the rod. There's a fish. That's a strong fish. Feisty one. Let's have a look at that. Just drop that indicator a little closer to the bottom. Yeah. We got a jumper, a fighter. So you can get you in the net and take a look at your stomach. The first one didn't have anything in its stomach, in its throat. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This cold water, these fish have some strength. Yeah, look at him go. That's a strong fish. That's what I like about this lake. They get a little bigger, they're well fed, they stock it for quality fishing, and these fish are strong and feisty. Oh, look at that. You went and snagged yourself on it. There we go. Twin of the first. Get some slack on that line and get that hook out of him. There we go. We're going with the number 14. ASB in black chronomid with the brown magic bead. Seems to be doing the trick today. It's got a little set of gills there on top. We'll have this one, take a look at this one's stomach, see if the feed situation has changed. Go ahead and lubricate my pump. Try to get him upside down here. Calm him. See if there's anything in his stomach. Oh yeah, we got stuff down there. Well, you look at that. Beautiful rainbow. They get a lot bigger in here. We'll get some. See if we can get some today. There you go, bud. We'll have a look at what's in your stomach. Oh yeah. few dark chironomids and some other black critters that look smaller than chironomids, or else, yeah, I'm not sure what we're looking at there. But anyway, he took the ASB in black, so we'll stick with that. So I was glad to show you a couple of fish there. I'm not going to lie to you, it's been a tough day again. The sun went behind the clouds at about 10 o'clock, and with it went the chironomid hatch. There was a hatch developing. I saw a few come off, and the fish rose for a bit. I had, a dozen or so rises happen around me, and I thought it was going to really grow into something. And then the clouds moved in. It chilled right down. I'm wearing my hood just to keep warm, and the hatch all but disappeared, and so did the rises. So I haven't been able to elicit a strike in any other method now. I've been casting and retrieving leeches, pumpkin heads, hanging micro-leeches, and hanging chironomids, the same ones I got those couple fish on, but nothing's happened, and I haven't heard a single rise since it cooled off and the sun disappeared. So I'm going to be trying for another hour or so, but it's pretty chill out here, and I might just have to pack it up and call it a day and then come back when it's warmer. We'll see what happens. If there's more fish, I'll show them to you. If not, we'll come back another day and try again. But that's fishing for you. It doesn't always work out the way you plan. Yeah, we got our first fish of the day. Might be big enough to pump. See what they're eating. See what size and color they're on. Nice. Oh, put that line clipper out of the way. You can see he's got it right in his lower jaw there. Pop that out of there. Okay, put that aside. Line here. We'll see if we get that stomach pumped. See what kind of food he's got in his gullet there. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Take a look at this beautiful fish here. You can see he's got it right in his lower jaw there. Pop that out. Get it down there. Oh, he's got a stomach load of stuff, right? There he goes. Off he is. Beautiful. A little awkward, but I'll take it. As it turned out, day number 2 was not even as good as day number 1. That fish I took that had a throat full of leeches was the only fish I landed that day. I tried micro-leeches, I tried rabbit strip leeches, Brian's ruby-eyed leech, bruised leech. Nothing would take a fish. I finally did hook and lose another fish on a number 16 zucchini chironomid, but that was it for the day. So back to the drawing board, wait another week. Hopefully the weather will warm up, and let's hit day number 3. Look at that, right away. Chironomid, 3 feet under, just the way they like it at this lake. Get my net out here. Look at that. Right in the yap, right in the corner of the mouth. Exactly where I want it. Could be a good day. We shall see. I predicted that before and been totally wrong. Had some really tough days. We'll see. It's about 9 o'clock. There we are. The gunmetal ASB in black chironomid with the brown magic bead and a little bit of gills on top. About 4 feet under the indicator. That's the way they like it at this lake. Well, we're going to put this fella back. Actually, we're going to pump him first. Put a little water here so he can breathe. Get the throat pump out. Turn that around, get him upside down. if he's been onto anything already this morning. What size and color? Oh, there's stuff in there, all right. Oh, let's let that little puppy go. Beautiful island trout. Oh yeah. Loaded with boat number 12, 14 black and brown chironomids. Yeah, might do to go to a black pattern after a while. And look at this. What did he eat here? There's a vertebra of something here. A couple other vertebra of sculpin or stickleback or something. Been in his gullet for a while. Anyway, interesting mix in there. We'll see how good our day is. Got a little bit of a squall going on now, but the fishing has picked up a little bit. Be nice when this squall passes and we get a little sun. I'm getting chilly out here. It's still chilly for late April. Just hoping to get into a few more fish for the camera and for my own fun. Enjoying myself despite the cold weather and challenging conditions, but nice to see the big chironomids coming off the water and the swallows going after them and taking a few fish on them. We'll show you some more in a bit. Well, there's the second fish of the day. It took hours. There's a strong hatch going on now. Swallows flying everywhere, and I've seen the bugs coming off. And so I stuck with a chironomid under the indicator about 4 feet down. That's what this lake likes. They like it shallow. And lo and behold, indicator down, bobber down. See if we can get him on the reel. So that was a bit of a surprise. I've been here all morning, and the action has only been very sporadic. It's been quite cool again. Almost no bug activity, no bird activity. And so I had to move around a few times trying to find some happy fish. There's been almost no rises. And here it's sprinkling again, and we had a little bit of hail. Another tough day, another challenging day. But here I've moved because I saw a lot of swallow activity in this area of the lake. And decided to anchor down here. It's a lot shallower. It's only about 6-7 feet deep. And I'm going to put my hood on. And I was just having some lunch. So I had to take my eyes off the indicator as I was reaching in the lunch bag, get some things out. And pulled a cookie out and looked back, and my indicator was gone. It seemed to have been gone for a while. So I slowly lifted the rod, and there lo and behold, there's a fish. And so second fish of the day. It's been about 3 hours, so that's very slow given this lake. But I'm going to stick with it. I've got about another 3 hours, and hopefully the action will pick up when it gets a little warmer this afternoon. It's supposed to get a little warmer. I hope I can show you a few more fish. Yeah, here's one on the micro-leech. Just hanging a micro-leech. Found some happier fish in shallower water. There weren't a lot of rises, but where there were, they were in shallower water, so I decided to move in a little closer. And the chironomid hatch seemed to have slowed down, so I thought I'd put on a micro-leech, and here we are, about 10 minutes in, boop, into a fish. Nice strong fish. Get it ready. See if we can get this fish in the net. Oh, that's a strong one. These are beautiful fish in this lake. They're a little darker colored because of the tannin colored water in here. They all look like they're close to spawning, but they're not.
They're just adapted to their habitat, and the tannin colored water produces these fish that are a little darker colored. You get the occasional bright one, but most of them are like this. Most of them are a little colored up. Oh, nice fish. Hook's already out. I've already pumped the stomachs of a couple of them, so I'm not going to do this one. But we're just going to let this feisty little guy go. Get the net off his teeth. Have a look at him there. Put him back in the water. There you go, buddy. Back to the depths. Whew! Nice. So yeah, the micro-leech is producing a few fish here. Now that the chironomid hatch is slowed. This one's giving me a run for the money. Oh, nice strong fish. Ready. Come up close to the surface. I might pump this one just to see what it's got. It's been a few fish. This is the head turner micro-leech I just recently published on my channel. I'll show it to you once I get this fish in, or lost, whichever happens first. That's a strong fish. Keep you away from the anchor lines. See if we can't get you closer. There we go. It's your standard for this lake. 14, 15 inch. There we go. Bigger than a lot of the island lakes that get stocked, but not as big as they get in here. Sorry, that micro-leech there. This is my head turner. I got it with the head turner, the red metallic. I'll get him in the water so you can breathe. And calm down. The red metallic head turner bead with the black marabou and the extra small red wire, tied on the 60-degree jig hook. I like to use an improved clinch knot. It gives it a balanced, there it is, a balanced leech hang under the indicator. One of my best patterns. We'll put you back in the water. Nice little fish. There you go. Well on your way.
Well, that was quite the day. After the first couple of challenging days up here, I really didn't know what to expect today. Those 2 days it was very cold. The first day I only got into about 2 fish. I think that was the same for the second day. Today looked like it was going to shape up to be about the same. It was a cold morning, cloudy, a few showers, a bit of hail, and started slow, got a fish right away, and then nothing for about 2.5 hours. Then the sun came out in the afternoon. I saw the swallows starting to fly around and skim the surface of the lake. I could see a few chironomids coming off. I got back into the chironomid action and it really picked up then. The real trick though was the chironomid hatch didn't last very long, only about an hour, and the swallows disappeared, and any amount of rises that there were happening completely quit. But I saw a few rises in the shallows, quite a bit shallower than when I was, and I moved in there, and then I put on a micro-leech, and my head turner micro-leech that I've just recently published on the channel was the trick to the day. I think I got into about 8 fish this afternoon in about an hour and a half. Total maybe 10, maybe 12 fish today. So a really nice day, some decent fish. I'm glad I was able to get out today and show you what the island is capable of. So I wish you the best of luck. Look up that head turner leech at the end of this video. It'll be a link on the video at the end, and you can tie up some of those, and I hope you have similar luck, similar success with that fly. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the water. Bye.